Ты не мечтаешь о будущем, ты его создаешь. Сегодня все в твоих руках. Установи приложение Тинькофф Инвестиции и инвестируй, чтобы опередить время.
Чистая линия. Реально вкусное мороженое.
Кагацел – современный противовирусный препарат для лечения гриппа и других ОРВИ для взрослых и детей с 3 лет. Длительность курса всего 4 дня. Имеются противопоказания. Необходимо ознакомиться с инструкцией.
Алимбет – спонсор соревнований ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках Rostelecom Cup 2021. Народный букмекер вместе с самым любимым видом спорта. Широкая линия, лучшее мобильное приложение и моментальные выплаты от народного букмекера. Наслаждайтесь четверными тулупами и грациозными вращениями. Остальное в руках Алимбет. Удобное приложение, быстрые выплаты, высокие коэффициенты. Живи спортом вместе с самым надежным букмекером.
И потом у тебя все, спасибо. Да, давай. Я буду там.
Добрый день, дамы и господа.
Иначе ты вылетаешь. Давай сейчас когда
Добрый день, дамы и господа. Добро пожаловать в Сочи, Ледовый дворец Iceberg, на ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках, Кубок Ростелекома.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sochi, Russia, to Iceberg Skating Palace. Welcome to the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating, Rostelecom Cup.
Эти соревнования Международного союза конькобежцев проводит Федерация фигурного катания на коньках России.
This event is sanctioned by the International Skating Union and hosted by the Figure Skating Federation of Russia.
Через несколько минут вашему вниманию будут представлены короткие программы в мужском одиночном катании.
In just a few moments, we will start the men's short program.
Уважаемые зрители, в соответствии с рекомендацией Роспотребнадзора просим вас соблюдать социальную дистанцию и не снимать маски на трибунах и в других помещениях ледовой арены во время проведения соревнований.
Welcome to Sochi in Russia for the 6th and final Grand Prix event in the International Skating Union's Grand Prix series. We look now at the Iceberg Skating Palace, which will be home for the Rostelecom Cup. This amazing venue was host also to the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. We saw some incredible skating then, and sure to see even more of it again today and over the weekend. We'll start with the men's event, and as with all 4 disciplines, heavy favourite in this will be Russian skater Mikhail Kolyada, who will skate
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to introduce the officials for this event.
Пожалуйста, поприветствуйте представляющего Международный союз конькобежцев
Skating
рефери
Palace,
соревнований.
12,000-seat multi-purpose
Representing
arena,
the International Skating
especially
Union
for
at the ISU Grand Prix
the
Figure Skating
2014 Winter
Rostelecom Cup.
Olympics.
Please welcome the referee of the event,
First,
Ms. Liana Karen.
the officials, the judges, the referees, and the technical panel.
Бригада судей.
The panel of judges.
Судья номер 1.
Judge number 1, Mr. Igor Dolgushin, Russia.
Судья номер 2.
Judge number 2, Ms. Carmen Laun, Germany.
Судья номер 3.
Judge number 3, Ms. Yitka Mokra, the Czech Republic.
Судья номер 4.
Judge number 4, Ms. Yulia Levshunova, Georgia.
Судья номер 5.
Judge number 5, Mr. Yuri Klushnikov, Azerbaijan.
Судья номер 6.
Judge number 6, Mr. Kevin Rosenstein, United States of America.
Судья номер 7.
Judge number 7, Mr. Attila Shos, Hungary.
Судья номер 8.
Judge number 8, Mr. Marco Buttarelli, Italy.
Судья номер 9.
Judge number 9, Mr. Yuri Guskov, Kazakhstan.
Техническая бригада.
The technical panel.
Технический контролер.
The technical controller, Mr. Fabio Bianchetti.
Технический специалист.
Technical specialist, Mr. Riccardo Olavarrieta.
И ассистент технического специалиста.
Assistant technical specialist, Ms. Yulia Gor-Sebastian.
Wonderful to see Yulia Sebastian, such a phenomenal skater herself, from Hungary, as the assistant technical specialist at this prestigious event. She, alongside the other members of the technical panel, will be deciding the levels of the athletes on our screen now. First group of skaters, 2 Japanese, will take to the ice. A wealth of experience in between them. 5th to skate. Surprise package potentially in this event. Before the last group, the favourite Mikhail Kolyada, 12 men competing here. Particularly exciting for the athletes to be in an Olympic venue in an Olympic season. As we get closer to the games itself, opportunities in qualification for Olympic selection get fewer, which makes the pressure even greater for these athletes. Figure skating in Russia, incredibly popular, and there we see Evgenia Medvedeva, she 2-time world champion from Russia, spectating the event, commenting on the athletes. She is a superstar in her own right here. There are so many of the great names in Russian skating, and it was here in Sochi in 2014. Diana Bolosazar, Maxim Trankov won gold in the pairs event.
May now take the ice for their warm-up
as well. Rich heritage in Russian skating and in this venue. Rise.
Nika Egadze.
Грузия.
Sadovsky.
Канада.
Keiji Tanaka.
Япония.
Kerry.
Австралия.
Kondratiuk.
Россия.
Kazuki Tomono.
Япония. Итак, уважаемые спортсмены, вам разрешается
6-minute warm-up for the athletes to prepare the 7 elements in their short program. Each of the 12 skaters will have 3 jumping passes, 3 spin elements, and step sequence in the short program.
Nika Egadze.
It will be the young Georgian who will start. He, the first of the skaters that we see, comes from the famous Sambo 70 rink. Coaches Kerry and Daniel Blakenhouse, who will be responsible for some of the superstar talents, particularly in the women's discipline. All of the skaters will have practiced already this morning. And gone back to the official hotel to rest and prepare the short program.
Nika Egadze, Грузия. Ника родился в Тбилиси, тренируется в Москве. С этого сезона выступает на взрослом уровне. В Риге на Вольфа Кап стал бронзовым призером и одержал победу на челленджере в австрийском Граце.
Morisi
Nika
Kvitelashvili
from
will
Georgia.
skate
He was
second
born
to
in
last.
Tbilisi and trains in Moscow. It's his first season on the elite level, with a bronze in Volvo Cup in Riga and a victory at a challenger in Graz.
Roman Sadovsky, successful at the Olympic qualifier event.
Чемпион Канады в мужском одиночном катании. Тренируется в Торонто. Для
Confirm
Романа
another spot
выступление
for
в
the
Сочи
event
станет
at
вторым
Games.
этапом серии Гран-при этого сезона. На скейт Канада он был 12-м.
Roman Sadovsky from Canada is a national champion. His training base is in Toronto. This is his second appearance in Grand Prix this season after finishing 12th at Skate Canada.
Keiji Tanaka, Япония.
Plethora of incredible Japanese skaters. And Keiji Tanaka, another one who's already competed on the Grand Prix circuit in Skate Canada.
Keiji Tanaka, Japan. He is an experienced skater, silver and bronze medalist of national championships, participant of the Olympic Games, World Championships, and 4 Continents tournament.
As is Brendan Kerry. We'll see it again shortly. Brendan, veteran Olympian himself. So for many of the athletes, guys will be on qualification to Beijing in February. Nika Egadze returns with coaching staff, final wisdom.
Брэндон Керри, Австралия. Многократный чемпион Австралии в мужском одиночном катании.
Originally from Australia, he too qualified his spot in Beijing, the Olympic qualifier event in Oberstdorf, just 1 spot ahead of Roman Sadovsky.
Kerry, Australia, won a number of national championships. This season he was placed 7th at Nebelhorn Trophy.
Kondratiuk, Россия.
This young skater burst onto the scene last year, surprising so many by coming 3rd at the Russian National Championships.
И завоевал серебро на челленджере мемориале Дениса Тена.
Kondratiuk from Russia trains in Moscow with Svetlana
Mark still
Sokolovskaya.
age
He's a
eligible to
bronze
compete on the
medalist
junior
of the
Grand Prix
Russian
circuit as
Championships.
well.
This season he got a bronze at Nebelcon Trophy and a silver at Dennis 10 Memorial Challenger.
Good to see him in good spirits with his coach Svetlana.
Kazuki Tomono, Япония. Чемпион Японии среди юниоров 2016 года. Участник чемпионата мира, турнира 4 континентов, призер юниорского и взрослого этапа серии Гран-при. В этом сезоне выступил на Гран-при в Италии, где стал шестым.
Kazuki Tomono from Japan.
Stiff competition
He's
in
a
Japan.
2016 National Junior Champion,
combination.
participant of World Championships,
Sure,
4
he'll be
continents tournament.
inspired
He won
by
medals at Grand Prix and Junior Grand
He
Prix.
competed
This
in
season
Grenoble at
he
the
was
last
placed
Grand Prix.
6th at a Grand Prix
He
in
hadn't
Italy.
qualified for World Team for Japan since that 2018 event.
Осталась минута до окончания разминки.
The French Grand Prix last week.
Dear athletes,
So
there is
hopefully
1 minute left in this warm-up.
some personal best type skating for Kazuki. His coach last in the group. And there, the coaches from Sambo 70 who are as respected and revered in Russia as the skaters themselves. Sergei Dudakov, Eteri Kupiritsa and Daniil Gleikenhaus. Mark Kondratiuk looking super solid.
Так, уважаемые спортсмены, ваша разминка окончена. Пожалуйста, покиньте лед.
Gentlemen, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
So the young Georgian Nika Egadze will be the first to skate at the Rostelecom Cup 2021.
Дамы и господа,
Recently won the Cup of
представитель
Austria Ice
Грузии,
Challenge in Graz
Ladies
just
and
a couple of
gentlemen,
weeks ago.
representing Georgia,
Personal best
Nika
there.
Egadze.
Axis. Did complete rotation on the opening quad salco.
It's a wonderful life, it's a wonderful life. Traversing tears from the heavens. My heart is a melodrum,
Has a second quad planned.
Sunlight by echoes of pain, 24/7.
Rotating there on the quad toe loop.
I dream, I smile, I walk, I cry. I dream, I smile, I walk, I cry. You might not say that it's a wonderful world, and it's a wonderful day. Just as yesterday, I want the blind.
Oh, just a nightmare. Single axle, intended triple, and another mandatory 1 point deduction with that fall as well.
I want the blind. I want the blind.
a really tough skate for the Georgian skater Nika Egadze, who would like to relive each of the 3 jumping passes. Mistakes on all, not at all what he was hoping for to start the event. And he trains alongside so many of the world's best skaters who are incredibly proficient with quadruple jumps. The coach is there. Mistakes that were made, which is an incredible shame for the Georgian. He came into this event having just secured his personal best score at the Challenger Series event in Graz in Austria just a couple of weeks ago. And now for so many of the athletes, they're competing regularly, not perhaps getting the opportunity to train as much as they've traveled around the globe. Here, the Kolyada, you can see his blade lands forwards, goes to backwards where it needs to be. The air position at the end, far from optimal. Will be a mandatory -5 on the grid of execution for that element. See full base value either, just all sorts of problems for the skater. Here, the best of the 3, the quad toe, over-rotated with the body, had to step out, the double toe at the end. Georgian skating in good shape though, with qualification for the games in each of the 4 disciplines. Georgian pair team, ice dance team, man and woman will all represent Georgia in Beijing in figure skating. Real sign to progress made. Here, opening up just a single axle. The Grand Prix Series, such a prestigious event to compete at, and maybe, just maybe, the pressure of the occasion a little too much for Nika, but huge learning opportunity for him.
The scores, please.
Nika Egadze за короткую программу набирает 50-35.
Nika Egadze from Georgia has earned in the short program 50.35 points.
Следующим на лед приглашается представитель Канады.
Next to skate, representing Canada,
the very experienced Roman Sadovsky, and one of the most artistic men on the circuit.
Wind's blowing so hard, I can barely feel your hand on my heart. So dark, dark before the morning, caught in the fog. Hearing your voices, the northernmost star, constantly call me. Oh, don't let me go, even if
Fantastic quad circle, lots of speed and ice coverage into that jump. He's stepping up the triple axel. Triple toe. great speed and transitions through the camel variations.
Roses on gold, you are the sun. In months where it's missing, you're giving me strength. I've always been wishing for. Oh, I need you to know. Keep me from falling low. Don't let me go. Oh, sometimes it feels like
I doubt we will see many better spinners than Roman Sadovsky. Fantastic closing change foot combination spin to end the program as well. Such speed and floating position. Roman really is such an all-rounded package, and good to see him delivering here. Just that mistake on the triple axel, but otherwise one of his best performances in what has been a career that has had inconsistency. He won an ISU Junior Grand Prix back in 2015, and he landed his quad salto at that event. 6 years later, still delivering the quad salto, just eager to more consistency. This has meant his name as one of the top men in the world. Keegan Messing, Canada's front-running man, sixth at World Championships. Roman really does have brilliant attributes to make him really competitive. And this, the quad salto, one of them. There will be a question over the rotation at the end, as we will continue to see and discuss for so many of the skaters throughout the week. But the amount of speed and ice coverage going into that salto was fantastic. More hesitancy perhaps into the axle, which was less successful. And that step out forces the judges to go down in the grade of execution and deduct. Roman's personal best short program score, 89.61. He secured at the World Team Trophy, which is the last event of the season last year. I'd say following the Skate Canada Grand Prix that his performance there was not a reflection of training, and that when the music goes on, everything changes. He's obviously worked hard since that event. That was the second Grand Prix event. So a month since that competition. Progress has been made.
Роман Sadovsky за короткую программу набирает 84,59 с лучшим результатом сезона. Это первое место.
Roman Sadovsky from Canada has earned in the short program 84.59 points. That's his new season's best, which brings him currently in the first place.
Следующий налет приглашается представитель Японии.
Next to skate, representing Japan, Keiji Tanaka.
27-year-old from Japan, Keiji Tanaka. So much experience. As we said in warm-up, 3-time World Championship competitor. And he'll be eager to secure his quad at the start of the program, just like Roman Sadovsky before him. out in the opening quad salto. Triple axel. The triple flip, double toe combination, incredibly close to the barrier. Keiji Tanaka from Japan.
Keiji Tanaka, Japan.
And like Roman Sadovsky before him, Keiji also competed in Vancouver at the Skate Canada event. And he found himself in 6th place there after the short program. And a 78-point score. Likely to be a similar kind of score here. He only did double axel in Canada. Triple here, but mistake on the quad salto, which he didn't have at his previous event. And Keiji, a big fan of Japanese comics and anime, and his costume resembles the lead character, the Evangelion prototype from one of his favorite films. So obviously invested in the creative direction of his short program here. Keiji, like so many Japanese athletes, a full-time athlete. Sole objective to compete at the games, which he did in Pyeongchang in 2018. This, the quad salto, as you can see, his left arm opening up and forcing him to step out of the jump. Great slow-mo shots of the back inside edge, which he drives up from. Rotation was complete, almost too much rotation, forcing that man to reach reduction. So, triple axel. It was just a double that he had in Canada. I think the difference between Keiji and Roman has better program component scores. Roman's skating skills marks are likely to be higher than for Keiji. And doing so forces that reduction with the premature step down. Reminiscent of Midori Ito, who famously jumped out of the ice rink in her combination at the World Championship in the 90s.
The scores, please.
За короткую программу Кейджи Танака набирает 76.
A little disappointing for Keiji to be lower than his first Grand Prix event. We'll see him again tomorrow in the free skate.
In the short program, 76.69 points, which brings him currently in the second place.
Следующий на лед приглашается представитель Австралии.
Next to skate, representing Australia, Brendan Kerry.
So Brendan secured his Olympic berth yet again. He's competed in the Games 2014 and 2018. And he's almost on home turf, having trained in Russia for some time now. His coach Maxim Zavazin looks on ringside.
The second someone mentioned you were all alone, I could feel the trouble coursing through your veins. Now I know it's gotta hold. Just a phone call after an answer that we spoke. And he said there was some something wondering when you are alone. Let go and keep on.
Double three turns out of that quad toe. Doing well to put the triple toe and then the triple loops.
Tell me what's been happening, what's been nice for mine. Lately you've been searching for a darker place to hide. That's alright. But if you carry on your abusing, you'll be right for mine. I refuse to lose another friend to drugs. Just come home. Don't let go. If you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel like grace, cause we've all made mistakes. If you've lost your way, well, how are you
Brendan Kerry from Australia, and reacting there to the mistakes that were made on that triple axel and quad toe. Just turning elements. He celebrated his 27th birthday last week, and he competed here in Sochi in 2014, and that was his first Olympic Games as he prepares now for his third Olympics, which in itself an incredible feat. Maxim Zavazin, former World Championship competitor in ice dance from Hungary. This is the international scope for our sport. And Brendan trains now in Moscow, where the Rostelecom Cup was originally intended to be held before being switched to here in Sochi. And Brendan's mother is an ice dance coach and a 1988 Olympian herself. His sister competes in ice dance. Chantal, a real family affair. Just turning out of this quad toe. Doesn't touch their free foot down, which minimises some of the damage for the grade of execution. Nice outside edge on takeoff of the loops. A little pitch forward, loses speed, but still manages to climb up for the triple toe rather than like the easier double. So the triple loops, triple toe, which we've just seen, that had a positive grade of execution, but both the triple axel and the quad toe have to have a minus DOE grade of execution for the judges because of the mistakes there. Just have to see how Brendan finds himself coming into the mix against Keiji Tanaka. I think he'll find himself somewhere between Tanaka and Sadovsky. Roman Sadovsky leads currently 84.59.
Оценки, пожалуйста.
The scores, please.
За короткую программу Брэндон Керри набирает
80.48 for the Australian, finding himself in second place. Two more skaters in this first group to go.
80.48 points, which brings him currently in the second place.
Следующий народ приглашается представитель России.
Next to skate, representing Russia, Mark Kondratiuk.
And Mark Kondratiuk could well challenge for medals. Third place at the Russian National Championships last year, and any medalist at Russian National Championships obviously holds serious quality. Nothing like a warm-up down in the quad toe. Lands triple axel. Sako and no jump combination as a result. unfortunate for Mark Kondratiuk from Russia, down on both quad jumps. And he had looked so solid in the 6-minute warm-up, jumping quads with ease, but unfortunately when it counted, it didn't happen. And last year he qualified for Russian nationals just as an alternate based on the qualification events, but then surprised everybody to come third. So perhaps consistency is a factor. Definitely quality there. He was initially scheduled to compete at 2 Junior Grand Prix events, but Russia's vaccine didn't meet France's vaccination standards, so didn't go to the event in Grenoble. Instead, saved for the Senior Grand Prix here in Sochi. This nasty fall there, and you can see the reaction. I think it took him by surprise, and certainly based on the warm-up, it was a surprise. And he skated to music from Magnificent Century, the Custom soundtrack, and there was a definite attempt to have good choreography and interpretation. Judges looking for some semblance of purpose, concept and a vision. Although I don't know the music, was definite attempt at storytelling and thematic arm movement throughout. That should be rewarded in his program component scores. Taking himself here down again. And unfortunately, those mistakes will make it difficult for Mark to stay in contention ahead of the free skate tomorrow. He has 3 quads planned for the free skate. Hopefully he can come back fighting for that.
Марк Кондрatiuk за короткую программу набирает 74,16. На данный момент это 4-е место.
Mark Kondratiuk from Russia has earned in the short program 74.16 points, which brings him currently in the 4th place.
Следующим на лед приглашается представитель Японии.
Next to skate, representing Japan, Kazuki Tomono.
The second Japanese skater in this first group at the Rostelecom Cup. He was 5th at the World Championships in 2018, Kazuki Tomono. Start with the quad toe triple toe for Kazuki. Solid 2 on the quad salto. Wonderful skate for Kazuki Tomono as his coach applauds. Skating to the gorgeous Ennio Morricone music, Cinema Paradiso. And that 2 quad skate. Really well served from well in the standings as we head towards the top group of men here in Sochi. And as I said, 5th at that World Championships in 2018, and so hard for the skaters then to maintain motivation, being off the world team in subsequent years. But Kazuki's idol is Daisuke Takahashi, and I'm sure he has absorbed great inspiration from Daisuke as a single skater and now returning to competition in a different discipline. And that skate really puts him now back in contention as a potential Olympian for Japan. I would hate to be on the Japanese Skating Federation's decision committee for who goes to the games. So many incredible male Japanese skaters. We saw Yuma Kageyama last week in Grenoble at the French Grand Prix, winning. Shun Sato, also from Japan, placing 2nd there. This quad toe, triple toe. Decent flow on the landing, forcing a good grade of execution. So 1-2 from Japan at the French Grand Prix, and that doesn't account for Shoma Uno, who won his Grand Prix events also from Japan. And you can never forget the reigning and 2-time Olympic champion Yuzuru Hanyu, who hasn't competed this year because of injury. It's unclear exactly his status fitness-wise. It'd be difficult for the Japanese Skating Federation not to consider putting Yuzuru Hanyu on the Olympic team, having won the last 2 Olympic Games. First of his 2 titles being here in this very venue. The Japanese National Championships for Kazuki will be held between the 22nd and 26th of December in Saitama. But for now, Kazuki Tomono has done himself more than proud, potentially with a personal best. A huge personal best, beating his PB from 4 points last year by 7 points. Well done, Kazuki Tomono.
Kazuki Tomono has earned the short program 95.81 points, which is his new season's best, and it brings him currently in the 1st place.
So a huge score, 95.81 for Kazuki Tomono, leading by over 11 points from Roman Sadovsky, who also delivered well in his short program. But the favourites yet to come, with the last 6 men taking to the ice now. Matteo Rizzo, the last to step on, he'll be last to skate in the men's event in the short program.
From the Czech Republic, Mikhail Kolyada. From the USA, Camden Pulkinen. From Russia, Evgeni Semenenko. From Russia, Mikhail Kolyada. From Georgia, Morisi Kvitelashvili. From Italy, Matteo Rizzo.
Another very experienced group of skaters, particularly as we start with Brezhina from the Czech Republic. Mikhail will be heading into his 4th Winter Olympic Games, which is an incredible feat. Kolyada looking to consolidate the kind of success that he had in becoming a world medalist in the past. Warms up his skating skills. He's got glorious deep knee action, creating lots of flow and glide as he does the cross rolls to prepare his body before he starts to jump. Mikhail started at Skate America in Las Vegas, competed on the first of the Grand Prix events and now the last, and he was 6th in Vegas.
And he also won the World Junior Silver in 2009. This season he took the 6th place at Skate America.
This level of flow and glide through the exercises. Such judge-friendly movement.
Camden Pulkinen, США.
Second Grand Prix assignment for Camden. He competed in Tokyo at the NHK Trophy. Finished a disappointing 11th place there. He has potential. A really nice aesthetic on the ice. Good transitional content that we can see and expect from him in his short program.
Evgeni Semenenko, Russia.
Evgeni Semenenko was 3rd at Skate Canada and thus finds himself in contention for selection to the Grand Prix final. He'll be eager to place in the top 2 here, and that's distinctly possible.
Evgeni Semenenko from Russia. His coaches are Tatiana
He will attempt 2 quads in his short program, like the leader Kazuki Tomono.
He made his debut at the World Championships in Stockholm and placed 8th. He took a bronze at this first Grand Prix in Canada.
And he shares the same coaching staff as the man on our screen now, Kolyada. Here with a bronze medalist at the World Championships in 2018, and in every one of his 5 appearances at World Championships, he's been in the top 8, which is total testament to the quality he has. Great component scores, great jump technique as well.
Mikhail Kolyada from Russia is an Olympic silver medalist in team competition. He's the bronze medalist of World and European Championships. His coaches in St. Petersburg are Alexei Michin and
Effortlessly
Tatiana
transitioning out of the quad toe into that spread eagle.
Morisi Kvitelashvili, Georgia.
And Morisi Kvitelashvili will be eager to a better, more successful skate than his compatriot Nika Egadze, who started proceedings here. A rough skate. Morisi, much more experienced though.
Morisi Kvitelashvili from Georgia.
Also an
He's a
Olympian.
student of Kerry and is the first Georgian skater to win a medal at the Grand Prix tournament and at the European Championships.
Matteo Rizzo, Italia. Matteo победитель многократный серебряный призер чемпионатов Италии.
So Matteo Rizzo, another skater who competed in Pyeongchang. 4 of the men in this group of 6 all skated in Korea at the last Winter Olympic Games. Experience amongst them.
Matteo Rizzo from Italy is the winner and multi-time silver medalist of the Italian Championships. He's also the 2019 European bronze medalist. This season he ranked 5th at the Grand Prix in Japan while beating his personal record in
One of
free
two
skiing.
super strong Italian competitors on the men's circuit. Daniel Grassel, the other. 2 young Italians have been pushing each other for many seasons now, helping to firmly put Italian skating on the map in the men's discipline.
Gentlemen, there is 1 minute left in this warm-up.
So 2 men here, Semenenko and Kolyada. Distinctly possible that they will qualify for the Grand Prix final. They skate to their potential here in Sochi. Just so much respect and appreciation for figure skating in Russia. One of the most mainstream sports in the nation. Some of the athletes truly revered. You see that particularly in the women's event, which will be the last of the 4. As you see, Alexei Mishin on the left of your screen, an absolute legend in men's figure skating coaching, and they're legends, particularly in women's figure skating. And then just cleaning the ice. Skaters are so mindful and conscious that nothing should be on the ice surface. As it just repercussions if the skater catches it.
Дамы и господа, представитель Чехии.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Czech Republic, Mikhail Kolyada.
6th at Skate America. And a real fan favorite from the Czech Republic, Mikhail Brezina. Humongous quad salto to start. Shame though, stepping out the triple flip with a double toe. Much better than the Skate America. Hitting his head with frustration, having had such a huge quad salto to start the program, which will have had a really great grade of execution. Judges looking for good height, good length, good takeoff and landing, and effortless throughout. And that appeared to have all of that for at least a +3 grade of execution. And Mikhail in his 4th Olympic cycle, choosing music he obviously resonates really well with. Brian Adams for the free skate, similar to the exhibition music that he has as well. It's just perfectly appropriate for his style. Here was the quad style. He tripled this in Las Vegas, but gets the quad done. Hasn't had the greatest success with the quad of late. Nice to see it looking so comfortably here, as too is the axle. And he's worked with Rafael Aratunian for many years. That jump technique is evident in Mikhail's work. Like so many of the athletes competing, it's a family affair for Brezina. His parents are coaches, Vita and Rudolf, and his sister Eliska, she skates as well on the women's circuit. She a world competitor as well. Mikhail to a family man himself. His daughter, Nia Rose. 1.5 years old now. That's really given him a different shift in perspective for this upcoming games.
The scores, please.
Михаил Жесина за короткую программу набирает 85.43
Skate America, much better here.
результатом сезона.
It's a strong event, and thus that finds him third place at this stage.
Mikhail Kolyada from the Czech Republic has earned in the short program 82.31 points, which brings him currently in the third place with his new season's best.
Следующим приглашается представитель США.
Next to skate, representing the USA, Camden Pulkinen.
A talent from America, Camden Pulkinen. A long way from his training base in Colorado Springs, Colorado. He's eager to do both himself and coach Damon Allen proud. He doubled this at his first Grand Prix. Big triple axel. Triple toe at the end of the triple loops. Has to put the foot down. done. Brilliant interpretation at the end of the program. And despite the mistake in the combination, that's big redemption in the NHK Trophy, where he had a nightmare skate there, mistakes on all of the jumps at that event, and he only scored 55 points in Tokyo. This will be much higher. And hopefully the judges will really reward him on the interpretation at the end. Judges looking for the expression of the music's character and feeling, and the rhythm of it when it's clearly identifiable.
Yeah. Thank you. Feels good.
We'll be delighted. Makes the coach's job much easier to help support the skater when it's been a success story on the ice in the competition situation. Here, Plateau judges or tech panel might put a Q mark on that. Quarter short on rotation. See where the right foot lands. Quarter short. But I'm sure psychologically, what was really important here, that Camden committed. Especially having double toe. His first Grand Prix was wonderful. He started so well with that opening quad toe. Camden's had evident potential. A couple of years ago at Skate Canada, he was just off the podium there. But we can't underestimate the incredible challenge it is for the skaters to perform under this pressure. You can see how much it means to the athletes.
Yeah, okay. The same thing.
Really does consume their life, the commitment to this level of competition.
Please.
And they've had to work really hard mentally to come back from the disappointment in Japan.
За короткую программу набирает 83,47, что является лучшим результатом сезона.
30 points higher.
На данный момент это третье
Thumbs
место.
up for both coach and athlete.
From the USA has earned in the short program 83.47 points, which is his new season's best, and he's currently ranked 3rd.
В следующий налет приглашается представитель России.
Next to skate, representing Russia, Evgeni Semenenko.
And a different level of expectation for Evgeni Semenenko. This one of the athletes eager to secure a spot at the Grand Prix final based on his result here.
What is it about her that makes me want her? What is it about her that turns me pale? Something in her smile,
Lots of elevation, but
something
obviously
that I'll never understand. The wild abandon. What is it about her that parts the waters? Something in her hair, instructing where to touch. Why do I need
generates
her
such
so
incredible spring.
much? This woman makes me
Quads out, triple toe
This woman
combination.
makes me burn. This woman's eye can cut me to the core. The hatred that I see has been reserved for me. Yet I want more and more and more. What is it about her that pulls me closer? What is it about her that tips the scale?
skate Evgeni was hoping for.
So fine, and she's forever mine. This woman builds me up, this woman tears me down, this woman speaks and I can't break apart. Now comes another man, pretending he can win her heart. Well, let him start. What is it about her? So slight, so secret. Must I scream? No!
Understandable frustration and disappointment for Evgeni Semenenko. As Mishin looks to his next charge and competes next. And he was third at the Skate Canada event. And he was actually second in the free there.
Евгений Семененко,
So I'm sure it will be
Россия.
heavy on his mind about the implications of a podium place here to secure a Grand Prix final participation. And that in itself would have been a huge deal. The 18-year-old. Good to see him though, acknowledging the crowd and not being overwrought with frustration. His coaches Tatiana Mishina and Alexei Mishin, responsible for so many incredible success stories in men's skating. Indeed, Mishin was behind the Olympic goals from 1994 to 2006. That is why I'm sure Evgeni has enlisted him on his team, but just too many mistakes here. It now depends how far Evgeni will be out of contention from the others. Hopefully he will not be too far behind to make up lost ground for the free skate. This was better. Smart to make sure he put the combination on the Salco, which was the second element he intended to do, quad toe, triple toe. Managed to put this Salco in combo. See the clarity of arm position in the air. Mishin is focused and fixated on. Mishin has been behind so much technical advancement in the sport. A real master of the study, the biomechanics of the jumping. Evgeni will be fighting for one of the 3 spots available for Russian men. We've seen lots of Russian men on the Grand Prix circuit, but Evgeni and Kolyada, the only 2 to have medalled thus far.
Евгений Семененко за короткую программу набирает 81,0 балла. На данный момент
5th place for the Russian,
9-е место.
but close enough to catch up lost ground in the free skate.
In the short program, 81 points, which brings him currently in the 5th place.
Следующий номер приглашается представитель России.
The real heavy favourite to win the title here at this year's Rostelecom Cup. He won this event last year and has been the front-running Russian man for many seasons. Such incredible quality skating to Tchaikovsky. repeat of the fall that he had at the Thailand Grand Prix on the quad toe. Spread eagle, triple axel, the falling leap exit, such quality. To me, it is the best short program of the year, but unfortunately for Kolyada, it needs the jumps to work as well. Stepping out of the opening quad salto, down on the quad toe.
Mikhail Kolyada,
And that has been what has plagued him and prevented him from being a multiple-time world medalist. And instead, it's just one world bronze medal that he has in his repertoire on his CV so far. He is incredibly elegant across the ice. Such a shame that there was mistakes here, but to me that short program really is the standout of the year. He's used the quad salto more successfully this season. In a couple of years now when it's just been the quad toe. But interestingly, Kolyada was the first Russian skater to land a quad lutz, and he did that at the Andrei Nepola back in 2017. This looking like he's trying to drown out the scores of others to focus on himself. He doesn't use the quad lutz anymore. I don't think he needs it, such as the quality of some of his other work. Here's the salto, which he's been using this year. And that step out forces a mandatory minus GOE. Judges have to give a -3 to -4 for that type of mistake, and it has to be a mandatory -5. And I think will be rotation of this quad toe. Kolyada has had a short program score over that 100-point marker in the past. You see with the mistakes here, it won't be anywhere close. The problem for him is the brilliance of Kazuki Tomono today with a 95. In order to win this title, Kolyada cannot be too far behind him ahead of the free skate tomorrow. He will have over 11 points to make up between him and the current leader.
Mikhail Kolyada, Russia, has earned in the short program 84.48 points, which brings him currently in the third place.
Следующим на лед приглашается представитель Грузии.
Next to skate, representing Georgia, Morisi Kvitelashvili.
Morisi Kvitelashvili trains in Moscow. He a regular on the senior international circuit.
Ça va sur mon épaule, le fil est dans ma tête, pas la moindre cachette, c'est l'aube qui décline, derrière un champ de ruines, le moment de grandir ne va te retenir.
Well, that rebounding from the landing of the quad salto to still manage triple toe combination. Landing on the back inside edge, but still holding on, triple axel. Toe. Applause from the coaching staff for Morisi Kvitelashvili from Georgia. That arguably his best ever short program. It's 3 years since he scored his personal best in the short, and it was at the Rostelecom Cup on the Grand Prix circuit. And I think he could surpass that quite comfortably with the two quads and the triple axel that he just boasted, and more interpretation component score than I think I've ever seen. He's probably most renowned for his exhibition skate, where he portrays the genie from Aladdin. It looked like he allowed some of that interpretation quality to take place here in his short program. And it's often fascinated me that he has such a strong coaching team that have stuck by him, stayed committed. Here, the Salco, and he's opened up and manages to put triple toe on the back, which I think is a little bit short of rotation, at least a Q mark, quarter short. Here, you can see the toe turning on the ice a little bit, but that was brave to go for that. And this almost another Salco with the takeoff technique there. Quad toe. You can see the whole blade leaving the ice there. But nevertheless, for Morisi, that a really solid skate. And the one-handed cartwheel punctuating some of the choreography as well. final spin feature at the end of the combo. So it'll be a huge scalp for Morisi to find himself placing ahead of Mikhail Kolyada from Russia, who was the heavy favourite coming in. And we'll see his coaches again in the women's event. Such a strong standard of skating and expectation from that venue, the Sambo 70 arena where they work. And that 6 points higher than his personal best from 3 years ago at this event. Morisi Kvitelashvili coming into his very best form in the Olympic year.
From Georgia has earned in the short program 95.37 points, which is his new season's best, which brings him currently in the second place.
Следующим на лед приглашается представитель Италии.
Next to skate, representing Italy.
It's a very mixed bag of performances in the men's event so far, but rounding out proceedings will be Matteo Rizzo from Italy as he marks through the takeoff of his quad toe, which will start the program as his father looks on. Sharp rotation on the triple toe.
Adesso lasciami credere che questo sia reale, che sento l'ansia che sale, bevo le lacrime amare. Ti prego lasciami perdere dentro l'acqua del mare, che le parole lontane giuro te le voglio urlare, perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana.
Like 2-foot landing in the triple axel.
Loro non sanno di che parlo, vestiti sporchi fra di fango, giallo di siga fra le dita, io con la siga camminando. Scusami ma ci credo tanto, che posso fare questo salto, e anche se la strada è in salita, per questo ora mi sto allenando. Buonasera signore e signori, fuori gli attori, ti conviene non fare più errori, ti conviene stare zitti e buoni, qui la gente è strana tipo spacciatori. Troppe notti stavo chiuso fuori, mo li prendo a calci sti portoni, sguardo in alto tipo scalatori, quindi scusa mamma se sono sempre fuori, ma sono fuori di testa, ma diverso da loro, e tu sei fuori di testa, ma diversa da loro, siamo fuori di testa, ma diversi da loro, e siamo fuori di testa, ma diversi da loro.
Such passionate interpretation from the Italian. It's been 2 weeks since the NSK Trophy. And I imagine Matteo has gone from that event in Tokyo back to his training base in Bergamo and back out here to Sochi in Russia. So lots of travel impacting his ability to train regularly and sufficient amount of run-throughs to prepare him for this event, and perhaps that's the reason the mistakes were made. Franca Bianconi and his father Walter Rizzo greet him. And he's had some recent coaching changes. Seems happy with his staff. Just takes him on here. So the fall forces the judges to give that -5 grade of execution, cutting half of the score of the element. There's that mandatory -1 point for the fall as well. Here, triple toe. And that landing also going to incur the negative GOE as well. Good on rotation. Triple toe slips a little bit on takeoff. And no running edge forces Franca. Okay, we're having some of the most committed interpretation of Manskin music. And it's a great exhibition piece as well. We may get to see the exhibition gala event take place on Sunday for the top place finishers. To see Matteo's score finds him. Just 10 points separate third to 10th currently. So lots of room for manoeuvrability depending upon the free skates.
Matteo Rizzo за короткую программу набирает 77-45.
And Matteo Rizzo finds himself in 9th place in the short program.
Matteo Rizzo from Italy has done in the short program 77.45 points, which makes him currently in the 9th place.
So it's been a fascinating men's short program with some very definite surprises in the result. Heavy favourite Mikhail Kolyada finding himself just in 4th place, but two brilliant performances from Tomono and Kvitelashvili from Georgia, who are out in front with the 95 points.
Start at 3:30 p.m.
And it makes it for a very exciting free skate tomorrow. But before that, we'll look ahead now to the rhythm dance. The ice dancers take to the ice for the start of their campaign here at the Rostelecom Cup. Join us after the resurface for the ice dance.
Hearing your voice is the northernmost star, constantly calling me. Oh, don't let me go, even if we shipwreck, lost in the water. We're going under. À la moindre cachette, c'est l'aube qui décline derrière un champ de ruines.